Today, we're going to pop the hood and take a look at how our bodies work. We're answering a really basic question. How does the food we eat actually become the fuel we burn? We'll get into why we get hungry, what our food is really made of, and how our bodies turn a simple meal into the energy we need for everything. Let's get right into it.
You know, it all kicks off with that sound, doesn't it? That little rumble is basically your body's personal alert system saying, hey, the tank's getting a little low down here. It's pretty much the fuel light on your car's dashboard, a clear sign that it's time to pull over at the next filling station. And that fuel, it's absolutely essential. I mean, think about it. Our bodies are always working. Even when you're fast asleep, your heart is pumping, your brain is dreaming, and all of that takes energy. Every single bit of that power comes from the food we eat. It's what lets us play, learn, grow, you name it.
So, what is it in our food that gives us all this incredible power? Let's break down the different parts of our fuel one by one.
You can pretty much sort all our food into three main categories based on the job they do. Think of it like this. You've got energy-giving foods to get you going, bodybuilding foods to help you grow, and protective foods to act like a shield and keep you healthy. Everything we eat plays one of these super important roles.
All right, first up, let's talk about our main power source, carbohydrates. Carbs are the body's favorite quick-burn fuel. As soon as you eat them, your body gets to work breaking them down into simple sugars, which then hit your bloodstream and give you that instant energy to power through your day.
And where do you find these? Well, they're in a lot of the foods we eat all the time. Things like rice, bread, potatoes, and even sweet stuff like honey are all packed with carbs. These are the go-to foods that give you that quick burst of energy to get things done.
Next on the list, we've got the body's official construction crew, proteins. These are literally the building blocks for your entire body. They don't just build muscle, they also repair any damage and create brand new cells. That's why getting enough protein is so important, especially for kids and teens who are still growing.
So, where can we get these amazing building materials? You'll find them in things like eggs, fish, and meat, but also in pulses, foods like lentils and beans. These are all fantastic protein-packed options that help our bodies grow strong and fix themselves.
Okay, now let's talk about the body's backup generator, fats. Fats are a super concentrated source of energy that our body cleverly stores away for later. They also act like insulation, keeping us warm and cushioning our vital organs. Now here's the thing, fats are important, for sure, but our bodies really only need a little bit.
And last but not least, we have our protective foods. You can think of vitamins and minerals as the body's security guards and all-star maintenance crew. We only need them in tiny amounts, but wow, do they do some big jobs, like keeping our immune system fighting fit and making sure all our internal systems are running just right.
Okay, so we've covered what's in our fuel. But how does our body actually get the good stuff out of it? Let's follow a bite of food on its amazing journey through our digestive system and see what happens.
And here is our roadmap for the trip. This whole network of organs, it works together like a super efficient factory. We're going to check out the main stops along this incredible assembly line, step by step.
So the journey starts right in the mouth. Your teeth chew and grind, and your saliva immediately starts breaking down carbs. Then it's down to the stomach, which is like a muscular mixing bowl that uses digestive juices to work on the proteins. But, the real magic happens in the small intestine. This is where all those awesome nutrients we just talked about finally get absorbed into your bloodstream to fuel your body. After that, the large intestine just handles the leftovers. What a system.
So, it's cool to know all the science, but what's the point? How do we use this information to make sure our body is running at its absolute best? This is where it all comes together. The answer is something you've probably heard a million times, a balanced diet. But what does that actually mean? Well, it's not about forbidding foods. It's just about getting the right mix of all the different types of fuel your body is craving, the energy givers, the bodybuilders, and the protectors.
And you can really see the difference here. On one side, a balanced plate, and on the other, what we call junk food. And the reason it gets that name is because things like chips or pizza are usually really high in fat and sugar, but they're missing a lot of those important protective nutrients. The goal isn't to never have them, but just to make sure they aren't your main source of fuel.
And get this, it's not just about what you eat, but also how you eat it. Simple habits, like chewing your food really well, drinking plenty of water, and trying not to overeat can make a huge difference and help your digestive system do its job way more easily.
All right, for our last stop today, a quick bonus round. We know how to fuel our bodies, but what about protecting the fuel itself? Let's touch on some clever ways humans have learned to preserve food.
For literally centuries, people have been using these techniques to make their food last longer. Whether it's drying out fruit, pickling veggies in vinegar, or using salt, every single method works on one simple idea: create a place where the little germs that make food spoil just can't survive. Pretty smart, right?
And you probably have tons of examples of this in your own kitchen right now. Think about it. Jam, pickles, dried fruit, they're all preserved foods. Jam uses sugar, pickles use vinegar, and dried foods have had all their water removed. It's really just ancient wisdom that helps us waste less and enjoy food for longer.
So, let's wrap this all up. We eat food for 3 big reasons: to get energy, to grow, and to stay healthy. A balanced diet is the key to it all, and our amazing digestive system is what turns that diet into fuel. And, as a bonus, we even know how to make that fuel last.
So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. Now that you know exactly how your body turns food into, well, you, what's one small, simple change you can make to your very next meal? Thanks for diving in with me today.